There is a quiet moment in the morning that most people waste without knowing it. A moment that can flip a switch inside your body and push it toward faster, cleaner fat burning for the entire day. Almost no one talks about it, yet this tiny change can activate real metabolic power without harsh diets, without long workouts, and without expensive supplements. And in this video, you are going to learn exactly how it works. Today, you will discover one simple morning habit that has been shown to improve fat burning efficiency, stabilize hunger, and support long-term weight loss. Many people search for the newest trend or the latest secret shortcut. But the truth is that your body already has a built-in system that can help you drop fat steadily. The problem is that most people start their morning in a way that shuts this system down. By the end of this video, you will know how to activate it instead. Before I reveal the habit, let me pull back the curtain on a truth that rarely gets explained clearly. When people try to lose weight fast, they are usually losing water, not fat. They step on the scale, see a lower number, and believe they are burning fat at high speed, but the body does not work like that. Real fat loss comes from creating the right conditions for your metabolism to wake up, stay balanced, and use stored fat as fuel throughout the day. And the very first hours of your morning decide whether that switch turns on or stays off. Here is the part that surprises most people. Your body follows a natural rhythm every single morning. Hormones rise, digestive enzymes turn on. Your cells prepare for the first energy you will give them. At this moment, your body is more sensitive, more reactive, and more ready to burn fat than at any other time. But the majority of people unknowingly do something that completely blocks this window. They start the day with the wrong food, the wrong drink, or the wrong sequence, and they spend the rest of the day fighting cravings, low energy, and slow metabolism. The habit you are going to learn today fixes that. It is incredibly simple, but the science behind it is fascinating. Not many people know that this habit influences hunger hormones, supports muscle protection, and helps stop those midday crashes that push you towards sugar and junk food. Even fewer people know that this habit can change how your body uses calories for the next 12 to 24 hours. This is one of the reasons some people lose fat steadily while others struggle no matter how hard they try. In the next few minutes, you will learn the truth behind fast fat loss claims and why real change begins with your morning routine. You will see how a single habit can help reduce your daily calorie intake without forcing yourself to eat less. You will learn how this habit supports stable blood sugar, lowers sudden hunger spikes, and prevents the kind of overeating that ruins fat loss goals. You will also learn the deeper truth that almost no one explains. Fat loss is not only about calories, it is also about timing, hormones, and how you train your body to respond to food. And here is something important. Many fitness gurus talk about extreme methods or dramatic diets, but the body does not need cruelty to change. It needs consistency and the right signals. The habit in this video is one of those signals. It supports your metabolism gently, naturally, and predictably. It helps your body shift from storing fat to burning fat, even on busy days, even when your schedule feels overwhelming. So stay with me until the end, because the final part of this video will give you a simple step-by-step plan that you can try tomorrow morning. You will not need anything fancy. You will not need to starve yourself. You will not need to spend hours preparing meals. And most importantly, you will understand why this habit works, not just how to do it. When you know the why, you get results that last. Welcome to our channel. If you enjoy learning simple, science-based ways to support your health and transform your body, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Let us begin. Before we go any further, we need to clear up one of the biggest misunderstandings in the weight loss world. Many videos and advertisements promise that you can lose 1 pound of fat every single day. It sounds exciting, but here is the truth backed by medical organizations. Losing 1 actual pound of fat requires burning roughly 3,500 calories more than you consume. That number comes from long-established research used by major health institutions. It represents real fat, not water, not food weight, and not the temporary drops you see after a day of eating less. To put this into perspective, an average adult would need to combine extreme calorie restriction with intense physical activity to reach a deficit that large in 24 hours. For most people, it is not only unrealistic, but also unsafe. This is why respected medical groups recommend aiming for 1 to 2 pounds per week instead. That pace is considered safe, steady, and sustainable. It allows the body to burn fat while still receiving the nutrients and energy it needs to function well. When people try to force weight loss too quickly, the body reacts. Instead of burning only fat, it begins breaking down muscle tissue. Essential vitamins and minerals drop, energy levels crash, and hormones shift in ways that make you feel tired and hungry. This kind of rapid approach can even slow down your metabolism, making future weight loss harder. Many people do not realize this and blame themselves when the results stop or when the weight comes back. Most fast loss claims confuse fat loss with water loss. When you suddenly cut calories or carbs, the body loses stored water first, causing the scale to drop quickly. But that early drop is not the same as losing fat. Real fat loss takes time, consistency, and habits that support your metabolism instead of shocking it. Morning habits matter more than most people realize. The first few hours after waking are when the body is most responsive to the signals you give it. Hormones shift as soon as you open your eyes. Cortisol rises to help you wake up. Insulin sensitivity changes. Your metabolism starts preparing for the first food or drink you choose. These early signals have a powerful influence on how your body will use energy for the rest of the day. This is why your morning routine can make the difference between steady fat burning or constant cravings. When you start your day in a balanced way, you help your body stabilize blood sugar levels, support appetite control, and maintain a healthy rhythm for hunger and fullness. People often underestimate how much this matters. A poor morning choice can create a chain reaction that leads to overeating later, crashes in the afternoon, and a cycle of grabbing quick, unhealthy foods because the body is trying to catch up. A strong morning habit sends the opposite signal. It helps your metabolism settle into a smoother pattern. Your energy remains more stable because your body is not trying to correct sudden spikes or drops. Your mood stays more even because your brain receives a steady flow of nutrients instead of wild swings. And when your hormones stay balanced, you are far less likely to feel those sudden powerful urges to snack on sugary or salty foods. The right morning routine also influences how many calories you naturally consume throughout the day without forcing yourself to restrict anything. When your hunger is controlled, your decisions become clearer. You are more likely to choose foods that support your health instead of reacting to cravings. Over time, this creates a natural calorie balance that supports fat loss in a calm and predictable way. By shaping your morning, you shape the entire direction of your day. The simplest morning habit that supports real fat loss is starting your day with a high-protein, balanced breakfast and a full glass of water. It is a small routine, yet it sends a powerful signal to your metabolism. When you drink water first, you rehydrate your body after hours of sleep. This helps your digestive system wake up, supports better energy, and makes it less likely that you will reach for sugary drinks or heavy snacks to feel alert. Proper hydration also helps reduce unnecessary hunger, since many people mistake thirst for appetite. Then comes the most important part of the habit, eating a protein-rich breakfast. Protein plays a major role in appetite control. It stays in the stomach longer, triggers satiety hormones, and helps prevent the sharp hunger spikes that appear when breakfast is too low in nutrients. Many health organizations highlight that higher protein meals can reduce total calorie intake for the rest of the day without forcing you to restrict yourself. When you feel full and steady, your body stops pushing you to quick, high-calorie foods. A balanced breakfast with protein also protects your muscle mass, which is especially important during fat loss. Muscle burns more energy at rest than fat does, so maintaining it helps your metabolism stay active throughout the day. If you skip breakfast or choose something sugary or overly processed, you create the opposite effect. Hunger may hit harder later, cravings become stronger, and it becomes much easier to overeat or choose fast, calorie-dense foods. What makes this habit even more effective is its simplicity. You do not need powders, detox drinks, or expensive fat-burning products. You simply hydrate your body and fuel it with protein and balanced nutrients. This gentle routine shapes your hunger, steadies your energy, and helps your body begin the day in a state that supports fat burning instead of fighting it. Putting this morning habit into action is much easier than most people expect. The routine begins the moment you open your eyes. Before checking your phone or starting your day, reach for a full glass of plain water. Your body wakes up dehydrated after hours without drinking, and this first glass helps your organs, digestion, and metabolism start working smoothly. This also takes the edge off early hunger, making the rest of your routine easier to follow. Within the next 30 to 60 minutes, move on to your high-protein breakfast. This is the part that shapes your appetite for the entire day. Choose foods that give your body steady energy instead of a fast sugar spike. Eggs, yogurt, nuts, cottage cheese, or lean protein paired with whole grains and fruit are all strong options. You do not have to prepare anything fancy. The key is simply giving your body enough protein to activate fullness hormones and stop the roller coaster of hunger that leads to overeating later. During this time, avoid sugary drinks, flavored coffees, and breakfast options that are mostly simple carbohydrates. Sweet cereals, pastries, and white bread can cause rapid insulin spikes that leave you hungry again shortly after eating. When this happens, cravings grow stronger, decisions become harder, and the rest of your day becomes a battle between willpower and appetite. Sticking to protein and balanced nutrients in the morning prevents this struggle. If you want to take the routine one step further, add a small burst of movement after breakfast. It does not need to be intense. A 10-minute walk, a few stretches, or gentle body weight movements help your circulation increase and encourage your body to use energy more efficiently. This step is optional, but it can enhance the effect of the habit by warming up your metabolism and clearing early morning sluggishness. This morning habit works because it supports the body in ways that align with how real fat loss happens. When you start the day with hydration and a high-protein breakfast, you naturally control your hunger without forcing strict rules on yourself. Feeling full for longer makes it easier to stay within a healthy calorie range because you are not constantly fighting cravings or searching for quick snacks. This gentle approach helps create a calorie deficit without extreme dieting, which is one of the most important factors for steady fat loss. The protein in your morning meal also plays a key role in preserving muscle. When people try to lose weight too fast, the body often breaks down muscle along with fat. Losing muscle slows the metabolism, which makes future fat loss harder. A protein-rich start signals the body to protect lean mass, especially when you pair it with regular movement or light exercise. Keeping your muscles strong helps your body burn more energy naturally, even when you are resting. Another benefit of this habit is its impact on your energy and mood. A balanced breakfast with enough protein prevents the sharp rise and fall in blood sugar that often leads to irritability, tiredness, and sudden hunger. When your energy stays stable, you are more focused, calmer, and better able to make healthy choices throughout the day. You are also far less likely to end up in late night or afternoon junk food cycles caused by earlier crashes. Over time, this consistent pattern helps your body settle into a gentle, sustainable fat loss rhythm. You are not shocking your system or depriving yourself. You are supporting your metabolism with the nutrients it needs to function well. This steady approach encourages fat loss that continues week after week because your body is no longer under stress or confusion. This is how long-term changes begin to take shape. It is important to understand the truth behind the idea of losing 1 pound each day. When people see a sudden drop on the scale in the first few days of changing their diet, it often feels like they are burning fat at an impressive speed. But in most cases, the early weight that disappears so quickly is mainly water. When you cut calories sharply or reduce carbohydrates, the body releases stored water that has been attached to glycogen. This makes the scale move fast, but it does not represent real fat loss. Once normal eating begins again, that water usually returns just as quickly. Because the early drop looks dramatic, many people believe they have found a powerful fat-burning method. This leads them to push even harder, often turning to crash diets or plans that cut calories too severely. These extreme approaches can create more harm than progress. When the body senses that energy is too low, it begins breaking down muscle for fuel. Losing muscle weakens the metabolism and makes long-term fat loss far more difficult. At the same time, low energy levels, dizziness, and intense hunger appear, making the diet nearly impossible to stick to. Crash dieting also has a rebound effect. Once the body feels deprived for too long, it pushes back with stronger cravings and a slower metabolic rate. As soon as the strict routine ends, weight often returns quickly, sometimes even exceeding the original number. This creates a cycle of frustration where people feel trapped between rapid temporary results and long-term setbacks. A healthier approach begins with understanding these reactions. Real fat loss does not come from shocking your body, but from supporting it consistently. When you shift your mindset towards steady habits instead of overnight miracles, your body responds more predictably. This is how weight loss becomes stable instead of stressful, and how progress becomes something you can maintain instead of constantly restarting. Now that you understand how this morning habit works, the next step is to actually put it into practice. The best way to see its effect is to commit to it for the next 30 days. It is simple enough to stick to and consistent enough to create real changes in the way your body responds to food and energy. Every morning, follow the same routine. Drink your water, have your high-protein breakfast, and avoid the foods that trigger cravings and energy crashes. Doing this daily gives your metabolism a stable pattern to follow. While you are building this routine, keep track of how you feel rather than focusing only on the scale. Notice your energy in the morning. Pay attention to how hungry you feel between meals. See if your cravings become weaker. Watch how your mood shifts when your blood sugar stays more stable. These small changes often appear before any visible differences in weight, and they are strong signs that your body is adjusting in a healthy way. If you want, you can also write down your weight or waist size once a week to observe long-term progress. The goal is not perfection. It is consistency. Some days may feel easier, others more challenging, but each time you return to the habit, you send your body the message that you are building a healthier pattern. Do not expect dramatic overnight changes. Real fat loss takes time because the body is designed to protect itself, not melt away instantly. But when you follow the same supportive routine every morning, you create a foundation your metabolism can rely on. This 30-day challenge is more about shaping a lifestyle than chasing fast numbers. Once the habit becomes part of your day, the benefits start to build quietly but steadily. Keep going, keep observing, and let your body adjust to the rhythm you set. To recap, the simplest morning habit you can start today is drinking a full glass of water first thing and following it with a high-protein, balanced breakfast. This small routine helps control hunger, stabilize energy, support muscle, and guide your body towards steady fat loss. It works because it aligns with how your metabolism and hormones naturally function instead of trying to force extreme or unrealistic changes. Remember, sustainable fat loss is always more effective than chasing quick fixes or overnight results. Real change happens gradually with consistency, patience, and smart habits that your body can maintain over time. By building this simple morning routine into your day, you are giving yourself the tools to support healthy, lasting results. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more science-based health tips and simple habits that can make a big difference in your life. Start your mornings right and let your body do the rest.